I may have done some damage. Hey guys, it's Shy. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. So for today's video, we are doing my Sephora haul from the spring savings event. Now y'all, I thought it was gonna be so good this sale, but y'all, I kind of went a little crazy. So I also had a Sephora gift card that I used prior to the sale because unfortunately you cannot stack a gift card during the Sephora sale. So I picked up a couple items using that gift card that I'm also going to include in this haul. So if you guys want to see what I purchased, if you guys like hauls, if you like my vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into what I got from the Sephora sale. We're going to start with the items that I've already opened, and the first item is going to be these Sephora collection facial pads. Now, I purchased these because they are huge and cover a lot of surface area. These come in a pack of 50, and these are the organic cotton pads. I think I picked up like 3 of them. I got these to go in my kit and for personal use just to really help exfoliate the skin. I just wanted to see what she's about, and I've been using them for a little bit now, and I personally love how it feels on my skin. The next 2 items I got are from, of course, Miss Danessa Myricks. I picked up the Color Fix in the shade Bunny. Now this was a viral product on TikTok, and people were doing bunny makeup where you take this bunny shade, you can use it on your eyes, lips, cheeks. Now for me personally, I don't know if it's going to show up on the cheeks because it is a very pastel pink, but I feel like on the lid and on the lips would be really pretty. So I wanted to pick her up. And the next item is gonna be more for my kit than for me, and that is going to be the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I picked up the shade Main Squeeze, so it has that gold iridescence, and honestly, you can use this on every skin tone. I did take these items with me to a wedding that I recently did, and the skin was skinny. Another item that I just couldn't wait to use was this Too Faced Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in Chocolate Mocha, and I did put this in my recommendations video because I love it that much. It is literally so perfect, and it does kind of have a nice chocolate scent. It's very light, and the color on this is beautiful. Those are the products that I've been playing around with. So let's open this box of goodies so you can see what I actually got. The first item is a very pricey item, and you know, I deserve all the things. So I picked up the Dior, okay, yes, Dior. This is the Dior Forever Glow Luminizer, and I picked up the shade Gold Halo. You do get that quilted packaging and the initials of Christian Dior. This is what Gold Halo number 2 looks like. I personally don't really think that it's really gold. It's like a pinky silver. Now to go along with the Too Faced Cream Bronzer, I of course had to pick up the powder version, and this is the Chocolate Soleil Matte Blurring Bronzer. They didn't have a matching shade for Chocolate Mocha, so I picked up the shade Chocolate Lava. This is what Chocolate Lava looks like. I'm really hoping that this bronzer isn't going to be like super red on me, but I'm really excited to pair this with the cream bronzer. I will say I did pick up a lot of complexion, especially bronzers, because the bronzers in my collection are really old and discontinued, but they're still my favorites. But I kind of wanted to get up to speed and see what bronzers are actually out there, and I had quite a few to choose from. We're definitely going to be seeing a little bit more bronzing products in my haul today, so just beware. Speaking of bronzers, I did pick up these 2 bronzers from Say. I've never tried anything from Say, so I got the Sun Melt Cream Bronzer, and I picked up the shade Deep Bronze. Then to go with it, I picked up their Super Suede Radiant Baked Bronzer, and I picked up the shade Como. This is what Deep Bronze looks like. And in person, it definitely reminds me of the NARS Laguna bronzer, so that is a good thing. So I have high hopes for this cream bronzer. And this is what Como looks like. It is a beautiful neutral tone bronzer. And even though this is described as a radiant baked bronzer, there is not like a ton of glitter through here. There is a little shimmer, but nothing too crazy. So I feel like this is gonna look really skin-like on the face, and I'm hoping it'll give me that similar effect of the Rare Beauty bronzer. So I'm excited to play with these products. The next item that I just had to get, I literally gasped when I saw this, and that is going to be an eyeshadow palette from YSL. What? This is the Couture Eye Palette in Nude Hours. Look at how stunning this packaging is. It is so luxe. I really love the range of light to dark shades. I'm really excited to play with this, and the pan size in here are actually huge. Another eyeshadow palette that I had to get my hands on is from Danessa Myricks. Okay, this is the Freedom Palette Everyday Magic. Okay, so this is the neutral one. They do have more of a pastel one. The shades in here are from her holiday palette, which I did not pick up, but this is the perfect like travel friendly palette. It does come with a cute little pouch that you can put the eyeshadow in, which I think is really cool. That way it is safe, especially when you travel. I love that it has that mirrored finish at the top, which I can use as a mirror. You can just take this off. It's completely magnetized, which I love. And these are the shades in the Freedom Everyday Magic palette. Like I said, it has a beautiful neutral to dark color story. The shimmers in here look absolutely phenomenal, and y'all know Miss Danessa Myricks never misses when it comes to the pigment and her shimmers. Okay, so I'm really excited, and I love that you get a transition shade, a nude color, a black, okay, to really add depth to the eyes, and then you get two options for shimmers. So I cannot wait to get this on the eyes. I feel like for the next item, I could have waited a little bit, but you know, I'll take a discount over really a gift set. So this is actually for my husband for Father's Day. He requested that he gets a re-up for his favorite cologne, and that is going to be the Dior Sauvage, and he really smells amazing in this, and I feel like every man needs a good staple cologne, and he enjoys this. So while the sale was going, I said, you know what, let's just add it to the cart so we can save money now. And I guess because I spent a lot of money on Dior with the highlighter and the fragrance, I actually got a free gift, and they gave me this cute little pouch. This is just a cute makeup pouch. This is definitely gonna come in handy when we travel. The next item I got was actually on sale, and that is from Lawless. Now, this is the collaboration that they did with Love Shack Fancy, and this is in the shade Blooming Heirloom. So this is more of a like lavender shimmery gloss. So I wanted to just give her a try and see what she's all about. I really have been loving the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, so I wanted to pick up a lighter shade, and I picked up 6.5, okay, just to give me that inner corner pop. So this is what 6.5 looks like. So it's gonna really give me that brightness that I'm looking for. You know, I love a product when I get multiples of it. The next product I was torn between getting because the shades, like I needed every single one of them. And this is from LYS, and this is their blush duos. I personally love their matte cream blushes. I literally have almost every shade. They're a little bit older, so they were getting a little bit dried out. So I was like, let's go ahead and restock. So I picked up the shade Confident, which is more of like a rosy brown. Now, me personally, I love a good pink terracotta blush. I was torn between this and Self Love, but Self Love looked a little bit more peachy, but I'm definitely a pink girly. This comes in a duo, which I love. They still kept their triangular packaging, and you can fold it, which is also perfect for traveling. I've only used their powder bronzer. I've never tried their face powder. This powder blush is supposed to be similar to the face powder. This is a closer look at the shades. It looks really, really gorgeous. And I love the innovation of you being able to fold it. That way it's really compact and it's easy to store. So and I like that it is clear so that you can see the color. Speaking of blush, Miss Huda Beauty dropped a new blush collection, so you know I had to get it. Now, I have never tried any of her cream blushes because it didn't really look that there was a lot of pigment, and with the applicator you had to really dig in to apply it on the skin. So I really wasn't interested in them, but she did change the packaging to where you could actually get more product on the liquid blush. So I did pick it up. It does come with 2 cream blushes, but this color really spoke to me, and that is the blush filter in Strawberry Latte. This is kind of in the same family as the Confident shade from LYS. Of course, I had to get the Strawberry Latte blush quad. This is what the packaging looks like, so it's very different from the other 3 quads that she has. I personally like this packaging better. With her other quads, they're all silver on the front and they have like this beautiful like wave iridescence to them, but you can't really tell the color difference unless you turn them over on the back. So I do like that she added the color of the blush just like this. And the shades on the inside, these are tones I would use every single day. This is those pinky brown shades. So you do get 3 matte blushes and a more shimmery color. I'm definitely here for this collection. I do plan on doing a little bit of traveling. Like I said, I'm going to a wedding and then we're going out of town for my daughter's birthday. So I thought that this travel set from Ouai would be the perfect addition to take. So you do get a body cream, the body mist, and a shower gel. And y'all, this is in the scent Saint Bart's. This scent literally screams summer. It is super sweet, it's super fruity, and I'm obsessed. Having these products to layer with, I know I'm gonna smell good all day long. So I'm super excited to use this. And of course, I had to get a couple things from the Sephora collection. Y'all know that during the sale, Sephora collection is 30% off, and y'all, I have been loving these powder puffs from the Sephora collection. They are literally huge and super soft. I did use it today to do my makeup. As you can see, it has a pouch where your fingers can go, and it just makes doing your makeup really nice. So I definitely wanted to add another one to the collection. The next product is another bronzer, and that is going to be from NARS. Okay, I do have a NARS bronzer, but I feel like it is a little too deep for me. I have the shade Laguna 8, so I wanted to go a little bit lighter, and I picked up Laguna 6. And I feel like this is going to be the perfect everyday bronzer for me. And I love that the packaging is super sleek and matte black. And then this is what the shade looks like. So it is going to give me more of that sun-kissed bronze. I love a good NARS complexion product. The next product is a lip liner from Makeup by Mario, and this is in the shade Jeff. You do get a pencil sharpener with the pencil. Now, I wish the pencil sharpener had a cap on it. It's kind of just open, so I don't really love that. This is their Ultra Suede Lip Sculpt. It does come with a brush to kind of diffuse the edges, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that, but I love that they did add that added touch. And this is what Jeff looks like. It is a beautiful chocolate brown. The next item is really the only thing that I needed from this sale, and that is going to be the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. Now, I do like to bounce between the Cinema Secrets and the Sephora collection daily brush cleaner. So I believe at the last sale I got the Sephora collection one. So this one I got the Cinema Secrets one, and this is the 16 fluid ounce. This is a quick drying formula. It also disinfects your brushes, and especially with me having these upcoming weddings, I need something that's going to be quick to really disinfect and clean the brushes in between. So I definitely needed a backup of her, and this is a staple. I feel like every makeup artist should have this in their kit. I did have a request to do a full face of Sephora collection products, and I have done that before, but I feel like it was more of a short form content. So I want to do a long form showing you a full face of Sephora collection products. And Sephora collection is coming out with new products left and right. So they did reformulate their Best Skin Ever foundation. So I picked this up. I normally wear the shade 44Y, but because they reformulated it, I picked up the shade 30Y. This looks very similar to 44Y, but we will compare it in a video. They also have a new setting powder. They have their Blur Loose powder, and this is in Brightening Banana. Give me the extra blur, give me all the smoothness. Hopefully I fall in love with this powder. I also restocked on another Danessa Myricks product, okay? Miss Danessa Myricks is it for me, okay? So this is her Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. This is her mattifying setting spray. I did use this on one of the weddings I did, so I was running a little low. I really do love this product, so I was like, let me get a backup. So here she is. Using this product, literally my face lasts all day long. I also picked up another item from Danessa Myricks, and that is going to be her Color Fix sticks. Okay, now I already have one, and that is in duo number 3, and I decided to get duo number 5, which is more of a rose gold duo. And if you know me, I love a good pinky rose gold look. This is in the shade Cassiopeia and Astra. So with this, you do get more of a metallic and a foil. And honestly, the foil steals my heart, but the metallic shade is really nice as well. And this is what Cassiopeia and Astra looks like. It looks really, really gorgeous. This is gonna look really good with a nice warm bronzy crease, and then just this popped on the lid. It's gonna be so beautiful. So I had to get this, and I'm really happy I did. And what I love about these Color Fix sticks is that they don't budge. I believe that these are waterproof, so you're not gonna have any type of creasing, and they're not gonna move and slide around. Once they set, they're pretty much set, and it just gives you that sparkle on the eyes. So I really, really am excited to play with this shade. The next product, I didn't think I was actually ever going to get, because y'all, $20 for a lip product, like a lip balm, is actually crazy. But I hopped on the bandwagon because, you know, my friends rave about this lip product. So I was like, let me see what she's all about. So I picked up the Edam lip balm. This is the La Chou Chou lip softening balm, and I picked up Sakura Shaved Ice, which is a baby pink shade. This is also a Black owned brand. I feel like I will get more use of this at night, but you can use this literally any time of day. I'm really excited to see what the hype is when it comes to this Edam lip balm. Natasha Denona has come out with pink brightening concealer, so you know I had to get them. I love the High Glam concealer, so the fact that she came out with it in a pink, I was like, yes, especially when doing a pink look. So I picked up 2. I picked up B3 and B4, which are the 2 darkest pinks, and I feel like it'll be a really good like blush transition. This is B3. I feel like this would even look good added onto the lips. Okay, it is stunning. This is what B4 looks like. So it is that darker pink. I think this is gonna look really good as a blush. So I'm just gonna swatch the colors. Oh my god, this is really beautiful. I think B3 was the perfect choice as far as like color correcting. I'm not really sure how it's gonna color correct underneath the eyes being pink, but the shades are gorgeous. And this is what B3 looks like, and B4, they look really pretty. B4 actually gives like more salmon, but I feel like that's gonna work really great for the darker skinned girls. So I feel like I could mix these two and it would work phenomenally. So I'm really excited to see what this pink brightening concealer is all about. The next 2 items I picked up are from Sephora collection, and that is going to be their brow gel. and this is their Fluff and Fix Brow Wax. So this is supposed to have a extra hold, and it is clear, so hopefully I really like this to lay down my hairs. And then they did reformulate their lip pencils, so I haven't really tried it. I only have the old retractable pencil, and this is the 8-Hour Colorful Transfer Proof Lip Liner, and I picked up the shade Molasses. When I do the full face of Sephora collection, I will be comparing the shades that I have versus the new ones, so I'm really excited to see how Sephora has improved their formula, or to see if, you know, they messed up. So yeah, so stay tuned for that video. The last 2 lip products that I purchased are of course from Miss Anastasia Beverly Hills herself. I really have been loving the lip velvets from Anastasia, so I picked up 2 shades. I picked up Peachy Nude and Crush. This is Peachy Nude, so it is like a nude light peach. So I'm gonna swatch it on my hand. So on my hand, it definitely gives peach. It is a lot darker than the color that I'm seeing in person. And then the next shade I got is Crush, which was described as a light beige. This is Crush, which is more pinky. So we're gonna swatch them next to each other just to see the difference. They are very, very similar. I thought Crush was gonna be a lot lighter. These are the shades. They are very, very similar. I was actually torn between getting Crush or Hollywood. I know I'm gonna get good use out of these colors, so I'm happy either way. The last product that I got is actually a complexion product, and that is from NARS. So I got the matching cream bronzer. This is their multiple sculpting stick, and I picked up the shade Palm Cove. Now I love a good stick bronzer, and since I got the powder, I was like, yes, let's add that, and I feel like this is going to pair really well. This is what Palm Cove looks like. It looks really, really gorgeous, very similar to the Too Faced cream bronzer in Chocolate Mocha. The one from NARS is definitely a little bit more juicy, so I'm excited to pair them together. I'm really excited to try all these products out. I feel like I definitely found some staple bronzing products that is more accessible to people. I have no idea where I'm going to start when trying these products, but yeah, let me know down in the comments what products you are most excited to see. That way it can kind of help me narrow down what to play with first, because y'all, I want to play with it all at once. That was definitely a long one. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me to the end. I may or may not have placed a second order. Let me know if you guys want to see that or not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.